From fashion faux pas to egging expensive houses, the celebrities dominated the airwaves this week for all the wrong reasons.
That's right. And here to discuss the highs and the lows of stars in the headlines is hip-hop legend Mr. Ed Lover and the founder of 135th Street Agency, Shantae Bacon. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Ed Lover, we have to start with you. Before we talk about these ratchet, crazy celebrities, let's talk about your illustrious career. You are indeed a legend.
Well, thank you.
When and where did you get your start?
Queens, New York. I'm from Queens, just like Shantae's from Queens. Not
Yes, ma'am.
a few blocks away from each other, actually.
Really?
Yeah, and
Yes, ma'am.
it just started watching Run DMC and LL Cool J and Salt and Pepper and Eric B. and Rakim and everybody that came from my neighborhood. And in 1988, I noticed that my good friend, God rest his soul, Ted Demme, was creating a show at MTV called Yo MTV Raps. And I
Yes.
bugged them and bugged them and bugged them until they gave me an audition, and then they paired Dre and I together, and the rest is history.
Rest is
Wow.
history.
And you're one of the pioneers of hip-hop, and you're still relevant today, which not many people can pull off. You have 200,000 Twitter followers and 150,000 followers on Facebook. How have you managed to always stay relevant in your career?
Well, you have to recreate yourself over and over and over. And I recreated myself to the younger generation with a video blog that I call "Come On, Son."
Come on,
My
son.
fave.
Yeah, and
Come on, son.
You have to say it like
my,
that.
it's my take on pop culture and celebrities and everything that's ridiculous about this world. So that gave me brand new life with the younger generation. So I like to say the older folks see me and they talk to me about yo, but when I'm walking down the street, I walk past some young guys and young ladies. They always go, "Come on, son."
I love that. Okay, so let's talk about these celebrities who need to hear a "Come on, son" about
yeah.
some of their fashion choices. Gabby Sidibe and Jennifer Lawrence under fire for their Golden Globe red carpet choice. Shantae, you're already shaking your head.
I'm sorry.
I couldn't even get it out, Shantae.
I'm sorry, I could not. That was a come on, son moment. It
Oh, yeah,
just was.
absolutely.
There
All right,
was
let's
no.
split them up because there's
Okay,
so much that we can talk about with each of them.
Yeah.
Let's start about Gabby. Gabby first. What went wrong, Shantae?
I mean, first of all, I love this girl. I love a person who can be any size and confident and stroll the carpet and, you know, with flair and attitude.
I feel
The
a
only
butt
thing-
coming on.
Okay, so the only thing is, I feel like you really have to pair yourself with the right wardrobe stylist and or designer. And I feel like, you know, that would have not been the choice that I would have made. But I did respect the tweet that she sent. I mean, you know, just letting everybody know, yeah, I definitely did cry on that private jet on my way to my dream job. So she definitely tied that up with a bow. But I just felt like, you know, there was 1,000 other options that would have celebrated her personal beauty.
Now, some people were
That was a
really...
very nice way of saying it.
Yeah,
I know,
very
right?
That's a nice
diplomatic.
way of saying she's too damn big to have that dress on. That's the bottom line, Gabby. Love you. You're a fantastic actress.
Absolutely.
But wear clothes that fit your shape.
And compliment it.
Right.
And that's
Okay.
it.
That
I
was
mean,
a crazy
there's
looking
1,000.
dress.
It's not hard to find something that will definitely be complimenting. She's a beautiful girl, talented. I just think that your outfit should match your talent.
Okay.
Right.
On Twitter, some people were really mean. One person wrote, "I love Gabby Sidibe, but she looked like the Globe at the Golden Globes." Another person wrote, "Clearly Gabby's stylist doesn't like her and has no problem stealing her money." Do they
Wow.
go too far on Twitter sometimes?
Yeah.
They might, but that person had a point. I would think that there was some kind of alternate motive behind that outfit, because there's no designer on earth who could say this is the best I could have done for you.
Right.
There's nobody who could take that check and say, you know, especially in a service-based industry where you're creating custom clothes for your client. There's no one.
But Shantae,
If they
don't
are,
you-
they should never work again.
Doesn't the stylist come to, in my experience, the stylist comes to me and say, "Ed, we have these things," and I go, "No, I'm going to look
Absolutely.
stupid in that. I'm not wearing that." No stylist in this world can convince me to look ridiculous.
That's true, but a lot of people, especially a young person and especially a female, because we all know what it's like when we're insecure about half of the things that they present. And then you have a room full of supporters, hopefully supporters, that are saying, "No, girl, you look great, that you're killing it, stop it." Enough of that right there. You'll have a person who could say, "I have created designs for
Right.
everyone in Hollywood,
Right.
and I'm telling you this is it." And
Right.
she just fell into the trap.
So sometimes you got to check your supporters and your stylist.
gotta
Or
check
at least
yourself
keep a
first.
family member around.
Okay.
A mom, a sister will not let that happen.
No.
Okay, well, let's talk about Jennifer Lawrence, because
Yes.
she let it happen, too. Check out this outfit. Oh, my gosh. What did you think? How would you describe this first, Ed?
It looked like she was about to make some milk on a farm. That's what it looked like. I don't know what she was thinking. Was she churning butter in that thing? What was she thinking about? That's not cute.
Well, not only that, people on the internet were also talking about it. And look at some of the pictures that they put up as parodies of this dress. Shantae, what do you think of these parodies?
I saw them all.
Who wore
I
best?
love that one. That was my favorite, and Lola's is my favorite.
Uh-oh, do we have Lola's picture?
Can we see Lola's?
Oh, I hope
Okay,
we
we'll
have
scroll
it.
through.
Because Lola
That-
rocked it.
Okay.
Did she
The
rock it or did she
tablecloth?
rock it?
I need to fist bump you for that.
Something tablecloth, Lola?
Okay.
Good job.
99 cents
Absolutely.
store.
Jack 99 cents.
Nice.
Tablecloth and duct tape.
Absolutely.
That's what that was?
I'm talking about right there.
99 cent couture versus Dior.
But you know what? Jennifer Lawrence could have been trying to make a statement. First of all, this girl has been in a million blockbusters. She's Mystique, for God's sake, in X-Men First Class. Maybe she was saying, I want you to pay attention to my beauty and not my outfit.
Oh, maybe.
How about
What do
that?
you think, Ed?
I do
Maybe she
think-
was just saying, I'm not going to pay a stylist for one of
another-
them expensive outfits, so
another
I'm going to go to
statement.
Jack like Lola and get me some duct tape and a tablecloth, and I'm going to hook this up.
And if she was, guess what? It worked because we're talking about her
That's
outfit
right.
and not everyone else's. And she's still a gorgeous woman who's going to be in a million more blockbuster films.
Well, let's talk about
Yeah.
the lack of outfits then. Because
Okay.
Rihanna, third week into the year, is naked again. I mean, not that I
Third
mind,
week.
but check this
I don't
picture
mind.
out, right?
Wow.
Now, this is for the cover of a magazine that she's on.
She's not totally naked. There are pasties there.
That's true.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So should Rihanna cover up more in 2014, or should she just keep on being naked?
I love her. I think that every single woman on earth is living vicariously through her.
Okay.
She does what everyone else wishes they could do, and she's unapologetic about it. Not a thing should change about her. I love the free spirit. She's a little bit edgier and crazier than I would be able to live with myself.
Okay.
But if it works for her, it works.
You
What do
will
you think?
never hear me complain about seeing Rihanna naked, ever. But on the other side of that coin, there are 3 to 4 to 5 million young ladies and underage females that don't understand what Rihanna's trying to do, how she's marketing herself, that look up to her. She should scale it back just a little bit
Okay.
because of her younger fan base.
Okay,
Just a
That's a good
tiny
point.
bit.
I got
like
that.
that.
I would
like that.
agree with that. And I feel like she was on that page until the incident happened, and then it was kind of like I can go left or I can go right, and now it's just kind of like I'm just going to let it fly free and let somebody else be the role model.
All bets
'Cause
are off
she's
now.
just kind of like, I'm going for it. And I mean, it's not that she can't take a bad photo. So it's just like, she's just like, listen, if you don't like it, turn the page.
Okay, so in the A block, we talked about Kate Gosselin and her twin daughter's awkward appearance on the Today Show. What did you all make of that? And what should she have done? What could she have done differently other than bopping him up upside the head and saying, speak up?
It's too late for her to do whatever she would have done. That right there should have been nipped in the bud at 3, 4, 5 years old. Now she's
Gotcha.
got an out of a runaway train. I mean, that was disrespect on a global level.
Right.
I can't
What
even
do you think
imagine
about
the
that?
I think
consequences.
first of all, Kate Gosselin is hanging by a thread, still trying to be a celebrity. That's number one. And number two, I believe that those twins didn't get something that they wanted. So they were like, you know what? We're going to fix mommy. We're going to get on this show and we're going to act plumb fool. Now, my mom would have said, excuse me, took me in the bathroom and warmed me out, and then we would have resumed the interview.
I'll be right back.
My mom would have been like, do we need to talk in the back for a second?
That's
and then I
right.
would have straightened right
I'd
up. But
straighten up.
I would never want to embarrass my mom on that level. That was intentional embarrassment. I feel like it's more of a passive-aggressive thing. Like, you could see that there's more tension there than they need therapy, really, in my opinion.
Yeah. She doesn't
That
have
needs to be
control.
dealt with.
Well, speaking of kids, Sierra just announced that she's pregnant.
Loved it.
You love that. But do we always have to keep announcing that, we're pregnant? Is this another ploy to get? She has Future's baby as well.
That's true. What do you think?
How many baby mothers Future got?
Oh, but
Nothing
she
to be
has
proud
the finger.
understand.
She had the
Okay,
rock, though.
yeah,
They
she has a
announced that
15
first.
carat
And why?
ring.
How much child support she actually going to get? It's nothing to be proud of being the
that's
fifth baby
sad.
I think
mama.
that's a
That's true.
very legitimate
The
question.
fifth baby
What?
mother. What are we teaching our young girls? Oh, it's a come up because you got pregnant by a rapper that got 4 other kids.
Okay, so
Mom,
that I
disgusting.
definitely am not. I'm not celebrating that. I don't think that it's a come up at all to get pregnant by a rapper, because if you're an insider, they usually can't financially support you anyway.
After 2 years, that's right.
Exactly. But I'm just saying that I think that their love right now seems beautiful to me, and she was beaming with happiness, and she was so happy on The View. I just was happy for
Okay,
her.
well, let me ask you this. She's rocking the 15 carat ring. Will
Absolutely.
they go through with the wedding?
I think so. He said in a quote that I read on The Breakfast Club, or maybe it was Angie Martinez. I'm sorry for that's two
That's
completely
fine.
different
Somewhere.
media outlets. But
We heard
he
it
said
somewhere.
something like, you know, they dated in the past and he thought she was the one 7 years ago, but now that it's circled back around, he's absolutely positive. So, you know, the other 5 women might be able to say the same thing. But for right now, that
Right.
woman was so happy. How could you not be happy for her?
Let me ask you a really quick question before we move on to Lena Dunham on the cover of Vogue. Why do these women have to make an announcement about being pregnant? Why can't they just be pregnant and people just realize that they're pregnant? Why
That's
does it
true.
always have to be a grand
Well, I've
production?
never been
That's
pregnant,
true.
so I'll let Shantae answer
Okay.
this question.
I mean, I just think that it's another part of the way that American pop culture is evolving into its obsession with celebs. We have to know every little thing about their lives. I mean, how many times is how many times is the media incorrectly reporting that Beyonce's pregnant again? If she has a sweater on that's bulky, it's like, oh, is she trying to hide a baby bump? We are obsessed with that type of
Okay.
stuff. I personally don't find interest in it, but if someone's happy and they're in love and they have a child coming, then it's cute. But am I going to be on baby watch 24/7? I would shoot myself if that was the kind of job I had.
So if any celebrity woman out there that has a lot of money would like to get pregnant by me,
Wow.
give me a call.
Wowzers.
Okay. All right. I think that was a proposition.
Yeah.
For Oprah.
For any
That
takers
was
out
for
there.
Oprah.
You trying to get a paycheck? You ain't
Yeah,
slick.
absolutely.
Didn't I see a Dave Chappelle thing about that too? Remember that? That was hilarious.
And really quickly, I want to ask you about Kanye West.
Right.
He allegedly punched somebody in the face for talking smack to Kim Kardashian. Do you think that that was the right thing to do?
No, I think Kanye, as a man, should have walked away. And then Kanye also has to understand the aspect that it was derived from the guy saying that Kim was an N-word
Yeah.
lover. But Kanye, if you don't want that to happen, then maybe you should stop calling yourself an N-word on your records.
Ooh, good point. Or just get a bodyguard. Let them smack
But you
people
have to
around
be
for
able to, you have to, when you're famous, you have to let that be like water off a duck's back.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to learn to just go, you know what, whatever, and keep going.
And you cash in your ability to, you cash in your privacy for fame. That's the deal.
Yeah.
So
Don't let them
everyone
cash in
has
on
an
you.
opinion.
Good
It's,
point.
it's
That's
just
right.
the way it goes.
Well, you two,
right.
we loved your opinion. Come back again soon, okay?
Yes.
Thank you so
Okay.
much for being here, Sean.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Thanks for
love of
having
the
us.
legend.
And now we want to hear your opinions from home about all these headlines. Tweet us about them at Arise TV 360.